Well, I think that the world is explained fully by science, or will be explained fully by science. There is no evidence for any kind of supernatural being of any kind, and so that it goes against the spirit of science to put your trust in the supernatural when the natural explanation is there, and so much more fun and so much more exciting and so much more interesting.
Even though you say that, still people believe.
Well, a lot of people don't know the facts. A lot of people are simply ignorant of science, and that's no fault of theirs.
An atheist says God doesn't exist. Well, the only way you deny the existence of someone when they are truly in existence. Because you can never deny the existence of someone that never existed. Are you with me? Like, what's the logic behind this? I don't believe in God because God doesn't exist. Well, if He doesn't exist, then why are you saying He doesn't exist? Because that only applies to someone that exists, but you choose to say He doesn't. So an atheist literally saying God does exist, but I just don't believe in Him. Well, that's your problem. Just like that teacher that tried to brainwash these little kids in a classroom. She took these 7, 8-year-old kids out into the field. She said to the kids, "Do you see the tree?" "Yes, miss." Said, "Well, you see, there is no God, but you see the tree." "Do you see the flower?" "Yes, miss." "Well, where is God?" "There isn't, but there is a flower." "Do you see the bird?" "Yes." "Where there is no God, there is the bird." One of the students, the Lord will always have an eyewitness for Himself. One of the students said, "Miss, can I ask the students a question?" She thought he was going to back her up. She said, "Yes, of course." He said, "Boys and girls, do you see the Mrs. Brain?" They said, "No." He said, "She doesn't have one." So beautiful, from an 8, 7-year-old kid. So just because you deny the existence of God, that doesn't mean God doesn't exist. It's your head. I was going to say brainless. It's your head that says God doesn't exist. There are so many factors, so many evidences of God's existence. You go to an atheist scientist. You say to him, "Does energy exist?" He'll say, "Yes." "Can you ever see energy?" He will say, "No." Hello? So energy exists, but you can't see it. Can you ever see it? No. How do you know it exists then? There are evidences to prove energy exists. Okay, Habibi. You say, "Do you see God?" I say, "No, but I've seen Him in Jesus Christ." You can't say, I've seen Him. You haven't, that's your tough luck. Ask, it'll be granted. But there are evidences that prove God exists. I'll leave you with this. Another 10 hours. Sorry guys, it's been a long time. I've missed you. That's why I want to keep you as long as I can. If I say to you, now this is my answer to you, my dear friend. How do I speak to my sister and the people like her? Speak with logic. Because since they don't believe in God, they're not going to believe in the Holy Bible. So if you're going to keep on quoting them from the Holy Bible, you are just going in circles. Because they say, "Well, we don't believe in your God, so don't stop quoting us from the Bible. I don't believe in your Bible." So you need to speak with them in a logical way. Okay, logically speaking, to my beloved atheist person, if I say to you that the Oxford Dictionary came together in this perfection, in this complexity, because something exploded in the printing press, would you accept it? He's going to laugh, or she's going to laugh at me. What do you mean? Yes, the Oxford Dictionary came in this perfection and complexity because something exploded while the printer was printing. Bang! Oh, that reminds me of something, the Big Bang. So the printer went bang and the Oxford Dictionary showed up. Will they accept? It's a laughable matter. They're going to say, are you normal? Something wrong with your head? No. Why? Explosion created the book. The moment you look at the Oxford Dictionary, immediately, instantaneously, you say there is a big brain behind this book. There was a brain that put this complex book together. Then, my dear atheist friend, how much more this complex universe, how come you can believe this nonsense of a theory that the Big Bang made this complex universe? If the Oxford Dictionary couldn't have come into existence without a brain, how much more this universe couldn't have come into existence without this mighty, immense, infinite brain called God. I rest my case. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You look at this baby. Did you know we all came from a dead cell? Scientists are being smart and they say we can create a cell. Yes, you can create one, but not a living one. You'll have to take a living cell from a human in order to make this cell living. Where did this cell receive life from? Oh, in the book of Genesis. And God breathed the breath of life into the nostrils of Adam, and Adam became a living soul. Oh, so where did this life come from? God. Let me say to these scientists who are trying to be whatever, you can go to the moon, to Mars, to whoop whoop land. You can create rockets that can fly whatever speed they can fly with. Let me tell you one thing. You can never create life and you can never stop life. What God has done, no one can stop, no one can change. God is the one who gives this life. God is the one who takes it. No one can change or do anything about it. No one. God. God. I always bring the fact, a scientific fact about your DNA.